We went pool hopping when we were filming.
Yes, we did.
On one of the nights, on the weekend when we were off.
Did you get caught?
No, we didn't. We went out to dinner, we had a few drinks, and we were like, I think we need to do a little bit of research. And we went actual pool hopping.
I would even know where to start.
How about right now?
I would just love to know what the inspiration was and what personal experiences you drew upon for pools.
Yes.
Load of questions.
The initial inspiration was really wanting to make a coming of age movie about pool hopping. The light of a glowing blue pool was so magical, and there was something so amazing and enrapturing about going pool hopping. And so I wanted to create something like that in the spirit of what John Hughes made in the 80s and in the spirit of my favorite movie, The Graduate. But when I set to actually writing it, what unfolded was my personal story, and my personal story of losing my father in the middle of college, and then the super nonlinear path of navigating that and coming from a place of total confusion over what I wanted to do with my life and what was acceptable and okay without his permission, to be granted anymore. And finally coming to that place of clarity where I don't have it all figured out, I still don't, but at least I'm at peace with who I am and what I'm trying to do.
Also, we went pool hopping when we were filming.
Yes, we did.
On one of the nights, on the weekend when we were off.
Did you get caught?
No, we didn't. We went out to dinner, we had a few drinks, and we were like, I think we need to do a little bit of research. And we went actual pool hopping.
Did you all go?
Oh, yeah.
How fun was that?
So much fun.
Yeah, I feel like that was part of the bonding process, was a little misdemeanor trespassing. It was great.
Well, Seth, I would love to hear, I was thinking about this when I was watching the film for the first time. How did you find this house?
One of the cool things about it that, the script is so specific. It was definitely a task to find those houses, but you knock on enough doors and you figure it out.
Literally, Sam barges into the mayor of Lake Forest office, introduces himself, and is like, we need a house. We're shooting a movie. And to his credit, the mayor was like, I know just the guy.
Way to go. Awesome. What was your first take on the screenplay? What did you connect to?
I mean, Shane's such a vulnerable character, and I was just in awe that Sam could write a character that was just so intimately exposed. I don't know, I was just really drawn to the fact that she ends up finding solace in being discarded with another girl. I was just really touched by that, and I think that's just very real to being of that age, the first time that you kiss a boy and you get rejected. And I don't know, I thought that was really tender and beautiful.
So when you went pool hopping, was that the first time that you were all together, all the
Did
cast
we even go
were together?
pool hopping?
Remember, they are recording this, so
We're going to
let's
have
not
this
incriminate
reminder.
ourselves.
What is the statute of limitations,
Statute of limitations
on
on
trespassing?
pool hopping, by the way.
I mean, I just think that there's some certain amount of freedom in doing something like that. And that's kind of what I was drawn to with Blake is I'm a very type A, I'm easily nervous, easily anxious, and his journey was one of freedom. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I resonated with Blake and his story, just letting go. And at that time in my life, that was something that I was working on. I'm still trying to work on. And so pool hopping is goes against all of the things that you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to do these things. And there's a certain freedom in that.
How much freedom, Mason, did you have when it came to approaching your character?
Thankfully, Sam is a very gracious leader in so much as he provides a lot of space for play, both in scenes and also in dialogues around it. And luckily, there are creatives like Sam that have an ability to not only articulate their vision, but create space for spontaneity and discovery, which is certainly commendable and appreciated from his actors, but it also helps to have scene partners that will kind of go with you.
Yeah, I would love to hear, about the cinematography, how you came to get the right cinematographer and production designer, because, it looks like really, really well lit, well shot. You had all the scenes shot underwater. So I would love to hear, Seth, if you could talk about the...
Yeah, Sam really had the smash zoom thing picked out from the beginning, which was a huge hurdle in itself because the longer the lens, the less of a shake it can have. A lot of it was underwater too, which was its own kind of hurdle to figure out, but we had to get an underwater cinematographer for him, and Odessa had a lung trainer so that she could stay down there longer.
I think she got up to 4.5 minute breath holds. It's crazy.
4.5 minutes. It's like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it was.
It was wild.
Right?
So Mission Impossible and pools are the two most impressive stunts you'll see.
Well, Francesca, like how much prep rehearsal did you all have? Because prep and rehearsal in an independent movie is a luxury, and sometimes you don't get to do that.
I feel like we were all just kind of like thrown into a room and made to dance. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I don't think we had any rehearsal.
I mean,
Oh, you
that
mean
was-
literally? Yeah.
And I think when you're like shaking your hips very awkwardly in front of someone that you don't know, it's like a very quick icebreaker. I don't know why we did that. It was amazing.
What
Temporal
makes
reference.
Sam a great actor's director? You go first.
Oh, I would love to. I feel like the commonality between a great actor's director and just a great director in general is being able to articulate vision in a way that is both comprehensive as well as compelling. I do remember a feeling of always feeling that any idea I had would be considered and seen to its natural conclusion.
I got one. I would just say that knowing that Sam put years of work ruminating on this script and working so hard, and first time feature directors, it's a hit or miss. You don't know what you're going to get, and to find someone who's so passionate about what they're doing and is just like so driven to get that product to be as beautiful as it can be, you can't help but feel really inspired to want to be in it with him.
Yeah, I would say passion and freedom. Like,
Did you have freedom to kind of go off script and improvise and keep going?
Yeah. Sam created like a really safe place to just kind of fall on your face. I think that's kind of like my favorite type of director.
How many shooting days did you have?
Technically 20.
Technically, but really,
Yes. 25.
Give or take a
All right.
few.
technically, let's stick with the 20. That sounds much. Whoa, 20 days.
Yeah.
Out of those 20 days, was there a moment or moments that you really cherish?
I remember there was this one day offset. It was like pouring outside. And me, you, and Odessa were cuddling, I think, in my bed and ordering food and watching movies. And that was my.
I would also just say, like, from a high level, part of the reason for those extra days is that we had a summer heat wave movie, a lot of time outside, and we had historically bad weather, even for Chicago in July. We had, in the same week, sideways rain, flash floods, hailstorm, and tornadoes. Oh, and some lightning that shut us down. Films and a production in general can go one of two ways. People either kill each other and totally, dissociate from one another, or people get much closer and much better and really gang up on the problem instead of ganging up on each other. We had the latter, thankfully, and a really beautiful group of people who really brought it across the board.
I remember too. There was a bunch of spontaneity, like the rainbow scene. Like that was a random.
How did you get that?
Yeah.
That was
Random rainbow.
Paid extra.
Yeah, I mean, so that was not planned. We were shooting something inside because it was raining when it wasn't supposed to be, and some of the crew noticed this rainbow, and everybody just wasn't going to go inside because they were looking at this rainbow. And then Odessa saw it and just ran outside like, no, we got to shoot this. We got to shoot outside, And so it was sort of like the crew and Odessa coming together and be like, guys, we're not doing whatever scene you had in mind inside right now. We are capturing this. And then we all ran outside and just, Ben did it handheld. And we just got, this B-roll that ended up being like one of the most beautiful moments in the movie.
It's a double rainbow, actually.
That's
Yeah,
why
it
we
is.
had
Yeah,
25
it is.
days
So
really
instead
impressive.
of 20.
Credit to them. Credit to
That
Odessa.
added
credit to
5
the
more
crew.
days to the shoot.
Credit to Mother Nature.
Such an amazing crew on this set. We had such a good time, and they worked so hard. And I think there's like a great parallel there of when you are having a really good time together, you do want to work really hard.
What was it like for you when the movie did get the Audience Award from the Sydney South by Southwest Festival?
Yeah, that was amazing. It was just like really validating. It was our first festival. We had no idea how it would go. And to see how many people it resonated with was just really cool.
You asked me outside why I love moderating. This is why I love
Oh.
moderating.
Well,
Yeah,
you're good
I-
at it,
There was
man.
a point a minute or two ago that you were just lit up, and it made me smile because But it's like that. That's like energy to me. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little hippie. Energy doesn't lie, and it's like I think when you work with people who are all passionate about what they do, it's like my favorite room to be in. Like I love that.
Well, clearly you all loved what you were doing in this room, and thank you for being in this room here at the
Thank
Academy.
Thank you
you.
very much.